Good afternoon. This is Tam at Growing Strong, and I'm just going to give a garden update today. I took my little greenhouse down. I'm lying. My boys took my greenhouse down. I didn't have the attention span. So, in the garden, I got some soil from Home Depot. Actually, Home Depot is way cheaper than Walmart, but then I ended up buying some in bulk, which is even cheaper than this. This was $2.26 a bag, and it's 1 cubic foot. And this was $1.59 a bag, and it's a cubic foot. Now these are the potatoes that my son planted, and they've been double stacked. They've been mounded. We aren't mounding them again. We're done messing with these. And I threw some kind of squash stuff in here. They're growing. Don't even remember what that is. So this Swiss chard is going to get pulled up because it didn't do anything. This is as big as that is. That's been out here a long time. So is that one. I'm going to feed this to the goats. This is eggplant. This is from seed. That is a brandywine tomato or aroma tomato. My daughter didn't label it, but she planted that. This is the rosemary bush that I've had for about 4 or 5 years. And the organic one my husband got this year from Home Depot. This, of course, is lavender. That's peppermint. These are the potatoes that I helped my son plant, and they're double stacked. So this can be taken down and used in a different area of the garden once we pull the potatoes up. But that's mounded. It's rocking and rolling. So, over here, this is chamomile, this is for tea, and this is a catnip, also for tea. This is the, oh, it smells so good, the thyme. This is English thyme and German thyme, and it's a volunteer basil. That's the basil that starts with the G. I can't remember how to say that. And these are the ones that I did from seed, and they're just as big as these now. And look how this is 2 plants, and it's just going crazy. It's taking over. This is lemon balm. Of course, this is sage and oregano. Look at this basil plant. It's just really taking off now. There's basil and Thai basil. This is a pecan tree. This is leek that I grew from seed. And this is some volunteer purslane. And this is chickweed. This is a weed, but it's also edible. And it tastes pretty good too. And this is a snail shell. Look at that. This is growing well. This is bee balm. This is good for guys. And look at my little corn patch. Probably get like 10 corn. And this is a zucchini. Look, this is huge. I got some coming up. I'm gonna water this, and I'll probably pick all these tomorrow. I want them to get a little bit bigger. And this one is a zucchini as well. And this is my sunflower. It's 2 of them. And this is squash. And this is a field of beans. Different kinds of string beans. And they're just growing like crazy. Look at that. It rained yesterday, so we were going to pick them yesterday. So we'll probably end up picking them tonight, me and the kids. So we might do it together and just have a talk. This is my tomato that I grew from seed. That's aroma tomato. These are better boys. It was one of those caterpillar things on one of them. So I sprinkled some diatomaceous earth on here. And I got volunteer basil growing everywhere. Because I grew my own basil last year. So it was in all the soil that I reclaimed. And I'm not mad at it because basil and tomato are companion plants. And they grow well together. So they actually help each other out, and they taste really delicious. This is some more rosemary. We cook with rosemary a lot around here. I just love the taste on chicken and pork. And it just smells amazing. It smells so clean. It's just awesome. And of course, more basil. This is a tomato plant with volunteer basil. So I didn't even have to buy basil plants. I got them growing everywhere. This is a gourd. These are some tomatoes that are from seed. That's peppercini and parsley, because that was in the grass too. And it keeps coming back. This is whatever that is. These two, they need to be watered. And peppercinis. This is a weed right here, so I need to get that out of there. These are weeds. And I got marigolds in them in here, and this is peppercini. That's another rosemary. And these are squash and zucchini over here as well. So I got a couple that I can honestly pick. That one's on the ground. I don't know how that one's doing. So I got to get in here. And, oh my goodness, these sugar snap peas. See that? They're so good. And yes, I did just eat that off the vine. My dirt, my yard. My goodness, it's delicious. Anyway, keep it moving. On this end, reference size, I got really big hands. I can palm a basketball, really. But look how big these leaves are. And I got all these squash growing in here. Y'all, it's great. And I got a spider that's keeping away all the unwanted bugs. And this is Swiss chard, okra in the back, and beets in the front. And of course this right here, also edible. And some basil sprinkled in here. Look. Amazing. Now beet greens are edible. To me they're a little bitter, but they're good for you. And this is the Swiss chard. And it just looks beautiful. And it rained really good. So this is my kitchen garden. This is I have no idea why this is curling up. I can't remember what that's called at the moment. I'm having a little brain fog. But this is jalapeno. And these are peppercinis and a taro. I stuck it in there. And of course this stuff. I'm going to transplant this tonight. And that's my last 3 eggplants. And these are some spicy peppers. And these are spicy, this is spicy basil. And cayenne. That's a peppercini. Another cayenne. And whatever that is. So, that's what's going on. So, backstory. I'm not a gardener. This is accidental gardening. This happened all because I started getting chickens from my little boy being in kindergarten. And when the kindergartners have the chickens in their classroom, my little boy asked his teacher for one. And she was like, well, if y'all want it, you can have it. Ask your mom. So he asked me. I told him, yeah. My son is now 13 years old. That's been since he was 6. He said he wanted to be a farmer. And so we went for it. We got 2 acres of land and a house. This year we're growing meat birds again. And it's not expensive to do. This chicken tractor was like a ghetto style of wood. It's got just an old door on the top. I am the queen of reusing stuff. This was a door we found, and this frame is 2x4s with hardware cloth, and the basic frame at the bottom has been rebuilt now. My son's rebuilt it, but it was the wood from 2 twin size box springs. That's it. Nothing special. So basically we built this for free the first time because this was reused from a coop before. So we got some meat birds going. We got some more in the house. And I'm ordering some more because I'm trying to take control. This is my daughter, Kyla. I'm trying to take control of my family's food and my health. These are some more things I need to get in the ground. Our yard, the yard is a hot mess. We out here working and building sheds and stuff. So, again, excuse the yard. But that's the garden. So we're walking to the other acre now. So, enjoy the grass and the bad view. This is my Muscovy, and we use this tent for now to store the hay, but it'll be in the shed that my husband and my sons are building. That's our Muscovy mama. She's sitting on some eggs. Hey, Dutchie, Ma. Hey, Duchess. So, here we go. They only get in here when it's night because it's crazy pit bulls. That's Chevy. That is Dixie. A couple of ducks. That's Dodge. And this is Nugget. Dodge is Nugget and Chevy's son. These smaller goats will be up for sale because I'm going to just stick with the Nubians from now on. Dixie's a really good mom, but she was more of a pet. This is my new garden. And this is just some cheap welded wire and some T-post. And we use this old tiller and we till this up. This is North Mississippi. The soil is clay, sand, and it takes a lot of work to get it where you can grow some in it. I'm trying it again this year. This spot is where my chickens and my ducks, no Dutchies, no mama, no, used to be. And so it's been worked in some. It's nowhere near as dry as it used to be, but it's still not the best. So out here, we have tomatoes in this row. It's spicy peppers in this row. We have queen table acorn squash in this spot. My sons planted sweet potatoes in this spot. And these were some sweet potatoes that my mother-in-law had. And they you know how they get the plants on them? Don't throw them potatoes away. That's the same as what you would buy in the store. If it's not rotten and soft and it's got those plants coming from it, you put them plants in the ground and be patient and you will have sweet potatoes. Now we're growing onions and leeks, as well as the potatoes that come in the pack at Walmart. So it's the pack that's like $3 and it's got maybe 3 or 6 potatoes, and I think it's 3. And it's like a yellow potato, some kind of purple potato, and a red potato. That's what those are. And these are my watch geese. I had 3 of them from an incubator. All right. Now, this is pork chop. And she chilling for now till the deep freezer come in, and then she's going to freezer camp. This is the girl pen. This is where all my bougie ladies are right now. That's Moon Pie in there. And she just had that little buckling about 3 days ago. This is, ouch, hey sweetie. This is Daisy. And this is Fancy. And this is Junebug. And these are Junebug's dolings. This is Cayenne. That's Chevy and Pepper's doling. And this, she's such a camera hog, people. Now, they do not stay in this enclosure all the time. They go in here at night. And this is just for their protection. Because I am in the woods. And stuff will eat them. And we've had that happen with some animals before. Thankfully, they were small animals. But I just don't want to risk it, so I make them go in at night. But she's such a fatty. And apparently we're in a copper deficient area because she is so copper deficient. I copper bolus her twice every year since I've had her. I only had her a couple years now. And I just can't get her looking better. If anybody got some suggestions, please help. She is not wormy either, because we tested for worms and we've treated for worms. Now this is where the ducks go when they, like if it's storming real bad. But that's it. And so yes, we do milk them. They are in milk. We have 3 goats in milk. She's our easiest milker. She's a Nubian and a Nigerian mix. She has the best milk. Now she's a harder milking goat, but also she's copper deficient, and I guess she was saving her milk for her babies. She's a really good mom, and she gave me 2 dolings, so even if we never get a drop out of her, she earned her place in the retirement program. And so far, that's all I have to show. It's not hard to do. You just take some dedication and some want to. Y'all try to get as self-sufficient as you can. At these times, and hamburger meat costing $7 a pound, get you some livestock in your yard. In fact, we got turkeys coming, because whatever you can do with ground beef, you can do with ground turkey. So the turkeys won't be here till July, because all these hatcheries are backed up, because people are thinking the same way we're thinking. And I'm assuming you're thinking like I'm thinking, because you're watching the video. All right, y'all be blessed. Stay in prayer. Stay safe. Pray for the country. Love y'all. Bye.